Davis, one of the Target players to watch. Brought to you by Target. Expect more, pay less. An official sponsor of the Grand Rapids Rollers. Second and 13 from the 1, 8:40 to go in the first quarter, and they hand it off to Zach Parker on the right-hand side. He is dropped to the end zone for a safety. Goma Kaleka comes up and makes the play, and it's 2-0. Would you look at that? What a start for Grand Rapids.
3 receivers, 2 to the left side. Garcia's out of the shotgun. And Garcia will drop the pass. And Garcia fires deep down the middle. Wide open! That's Studwell, and that's a touchdown, Queen City!
And it's together, and I think you're right, Colin. Second. Bringing him up. Sorry.
And Hawkins breaks a tackle, and Dion will go to the end zone. Touchdown Tulsa as Dion Hawkins takes a trap handoff up the middle.
Too much analysis, not enough excitement.
Follows the guard, pulled a 2-man miss with a spin, broke a tackle, and outran a lineman to the end zone.
Trying to get one more play in, and they do before the third quarter ends. Cochran, and oh my gosh, he makes that catch. He's running down the sideline. Not going to catch him, and Pop is the only one that can. He's not going to. Touchdown, Alaska. Robert Merrill with an absolute game changer of a catch.
Patterson, the one who made contact with him right there, but it was just a little too late.
And get a look at Mel Davis there, the linebacker, part of that core of linebackers for the Fleet. Tied for third most in the SFL in tackles, and I'm sure we'll see more from him today. But not this time, as Reggie Streeter has room on the bottom of the screen. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebs.
Wow, what a run by Streeter. Not touched until he crossed the goal line. Fantastic blocking by the offense. Fantastic blocking by the receivers. I got to throw that out there, too. And Streeter really takes advantage as he rumbles down the field for his 6th touchdown on the season.
Garcia back to pass. Garcia looks down the right side. Caught! 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Mora. Touchdown, Gorillas. Right over the top of the deep.
Bunch of receivers towards the bottom of the formation for LA on 2nd and 5. Richardson to throw again. He wants it all. End zone. Touchdown, LA. They strike first as far as hitting pay dirt. And this time it was a huge catch by LZ Pryor.
And LZ Pryor has been dubiously fast throughout this entire season. And we saw it right away as that play started to happen. The first person on that wide receiver trio that was breezing by was LZ Pryor. And I was thinking if someone was going to get that touchdown early on, it was going to be Pryor on that LA side. And lo and behold, that's a quick 6 for Los Angeles.
Their own 24-yard line. Steady diet of T-Roy Gaines, I think, is on the menu. And he's going to give us a nice shimmy and shake and have himself in the open field. And just like that, the Vultures are starting to fly over this game and circle themselves a win in the column as they get another touchdown on the board. It's 33-7 pending the extra point.
Just phenomenal patience and vision and strength on that play by T-Roy Gaines. He's able to do something.
3rd down and 11 at the 28. Peters back to pass. All day for Peters. Pressure breaks down. Fires for a wide open receiver down the field. For a first down to the Dragon 48. What a find by Carter Peters. An outstanding throw. Peters running for his life. Could have called a hold there, maybe even. And what a big grab in the open field. First down, yet another big conversion for Carter Peters in the Sailor offense.
Really difficult position if you're San Francisco to be in. They are going to go for it. The crowd a little unsure of the decision. 4th and 8, this could be the ball game. Oklahoma would need one first down to end it. Hart out of the shotgun, back to throw. He's going to go left-hand side. The pass is caught. Touchdown on 4th down. San Francisco. More SFL drama. They take the lead.
Good evening, SFL Nation. Welcome to the East Coast and Carolina for tonight's game here live at David A. Richardson Memorial Stadium as the Carolina Skyhawks with their first ever playoff home game against the Tulsa Desperados. Good evening, everybody. This is Chad Rowland, your play-by-play commentator. And tonight, with me as always, is none other than Josh Zirkle. Josh, how are we doing tonight?
Chad, it's great to be in the booth with you, and especially for some playoff football. Tonight, this Tulsa Desperados team once again has a chance to ride into the sunset on the heels of running back sensation Douglas Brown. This man will be in the SFL Hall of Fame someday, but tonight he's looking to keep the Tulsa offense on the field, while the Tulsa defense, who had 37 takeaways in season 20, will look to add to that total here in the postseason. Carolina, meanwhile, they enter the matchup looking for their first postseason win in franchise history. They had to win 3 straight just to make it to the postseason. They needed wins over Charleston, Denver, and defending champion Baltimore just to get in. But Chad, if you could get a win over the defending champs, anything's possible tonight.
Yeah, absolutely correct. And they got a tough road to get here, but they are here now, and we are going to be set to kick off here momentarily. Aerial coverage of today's game provided by Dags Drone Works, aerial photography and videography services for real estate, events, marketing, and more. Learn more at dagsdroneworks.com. And Josh, the teams are getting ready to get set here for the night. And I'm sure here in Carolina there is a ton of pizza here in the stadium because no one out-pizzas the Hawks. And we're going to be set momentarily to get this game underway. And we are in the playoffs, everybody. Let's go. As this will be kicked off down to about the 2-yard line. That is going to be received and taken up there. A little break of tackle there and gets out to the 30. Harish Prasad there with the great return. And that is going to bring out the 8-season veteran in Matt South.
Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup. Matt South against this Tulsa Desperados defense and secondary especially. Tulsa had 37 takeaways, as I said. That is 4th best in the SFL. Only 3 teams did it better. Meanwhile, Matt South, only 17 interceptions. That was the best in the SFL in season 20.
Heavy set single back formation here for the first play of the game. South going to drop back, look for that screen pass to Ike McBride, and she is just level somebody, as that's going to be a gain of 8 out to the 38-yard line. Let's take a look here at the Skyhawks offense. Matt South is the quarterback. Ike McBride and Hattori Hanzo are your running backs. Chase Earl, Heath McDaniel Jr., and Harish Prasad are the wide receivers. Vince DeSantis and Xavier Solomon, the 4th overall selection in this past draft at the tight end position, and Chris Cross, the undrafted rookie at the left guard position. High formation set here for the Skyhawks. That is going to be a handoff to McBride. She gets the first down and a little bit more, as that's going to be taken out to the 42.
Yeah, and Ike McBride is something the Tulsa defense is going to have to account for as well. 1,100 yards for McBride in the regular season. That's just on the ground. 342 more through the air. And she is a wrecking ball. There is no better north-south runner in the entire SFL.
Carolina coming in the season 5th ranked in the rushing attack with both of those backs. Been a really good run game. South drops back, looking, has time, looks and fires over the middle. That is tipped away. That is incomplete. Travis Arthur, the safety, with the deflection.
Yeah, Arthur, Marco Swift, and Cameron Shaw. This is a veteran unit in that secondary. We haven't even talked about Nate Heslop, the 11th-year cornerback. Matt South got away with a throw there. He's not going to get away with too many of those if he's not more careful with the football later on.
3 wide receiver set here out of the single left formation. South drops, looking deep down the middle again, and finds his target. That is across the 30, and that is Heath McDaniel Jr. with the first catch of the night.
McDaniel going right up the hash mark. Found a seam in the zone. I don't know if we're going to get another look at it. But that is an explosive play right out of the gate. Matt South got away with an errant throw there, but that one to McDaniel Jr. right on the money.
Gun split formation here for the Skyhawks. South trying to get him to jump, does not work. Looking for the out route, finds his target, and that's going to be hit quickly there, as that is number 50, I believe, 58.
That's Hanzo, the fullback. Nice catch out of them. He got 18 receptions all time. That's number 19. career if we're including regular season and playoffs.
That was Miles Gibson there on the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 27. Looking for that route again. Finds it. This time it's Xavier Solomon there with the catch. And let's go through this Tulsa defense. Chris Andrews and Berto DeMora are your defensive ends. Mike Mello and Jaden Swift are the defensive tackles. Miles Gibson, David Ware, and Philadelphia Collins are your linebackers. Nate Heslop, J-Rock, and Cameron Shaw are your corners. Travis Arthur and Marcus Swift are the safeties in the back end of that defense. Bunch set there on the bottom of your screen. South, short drop. And that is going to be tipped away. Good deflection there. That was Travis Arthur again.
Arthur with an impressive game already in this drive. A pass deflected and nearly an interception earlier in the drive. This is what you need out of this Tulsa secondary. You see Matt South mixing things up a little bit with the formations. Already going to Xavier Solomon, the rookie early, who only had 16 catches this season. And 3rd down, they came up empty.
And that is going to bring out the big man Malone Brown here for the kick from the 24-yard line. As that is a good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good from 40 yards. So Carolina getting some points there on their first drive of the night.
And that's a good drive. Matt South making some progress down the field. Things stalled out a little bit. Malone Brown, though, taking care of business from 40 yards. Not a gimme in this league. And Carolina getting the ball at home, going down the field, scoring on their first drive. That's all you could hope for.
And now we'll see what the Tulsa offense will be able to do on their first drive with JQ coming out last weekend for 4 interceptions against the Ramblers in a close loss, as that is going to be received from his own end zone, and that is going to be Gabriel Manning taking it out past the 20. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be tackled at the 27-yard line. And as we mentioned before, that is going to bring out the quarterback, JQ, the 5th season veteran.
Yeah, JQ's had a fun career to watch. We talk a lot about Douglas Brown, but JQ was here a couple seasons before Brown rolled in, and really had some of those early career struggles and got those out of the way. And when Douglas Brown showed up, this has been a really cohesive offensive unit. Maybe not a spectacular unit, but one that has been effective in and clutch in spots.
3 wide receivers set here for the Desperados. And that's going to be to the tight end, DJ Bandit, for a 1st down.
Yeah, DJ Bandit, another young player, making a name for himself, obviously new to the program this year. And he's going to, you see the run right there, just going up there and beating Shravon Prasad in pass coverage. DJ Bandit could be one of those players that has a big game tonight, Chad, as JQ and the Tulsa offense are looking to mix things up and show Carolina something they haven't seen in the regular season.
He does have 40 catches for 386 yards this season and 2 touchdowns, so he is a target for sure. Gun split formation, Q looking down the middle again, and it's tipped away, and that is going to be picked off there for Carolina. They get the first turnover of the game, and that is Skippy Curtis with a pick.
Skippy Curtis, breadbasket's wide open, the ball just falls right in. Let's take another look at it. JQ has the route right there. That is deflected. That's Lincoln Kingsey, number 47, that looked like a forearm on the ball. And I thought that was going to fall straight to the turf, but Curtis able to scoop it up and get Carolina their first takeaway of the game.
Bunch set formation here for the Skyhawks. Ike McBride lonely in the backfield. South drops back, looking deep over the middle again, and that is going to be caught again. And that's just going to be just outside the red zone, and that's Vince DeSantis.
Matt South has come out swinging. DeSantis running the post at the top of the bunch set. Somehow eludes all the coverage. Travis Arthur can't get there in time. Carolina looking to add to their lead already here in the first quarter.
And you're seeing so far, at least in this first quarter from Carolina, they are attacking the deep middle, Josh. We'll see if that's going to be something they're going to keep doing down the road. 1st and 10 from the 21. South looking, and that's going to be an interception right there. That is Philadelphia Collins with the pick, and Tulsa gets it right back.
And that's not something you expect to see, a linebacker prevailing in coverage against a wide receiver. They run a 3-wide set again. Collins jumps on it right away. He almost recognizes the route, it looks like. And DeSantis running the route, sees Collins jump the route just in time. And Tulsa matches Carolina on the turnover.
And Tulsa coming back out on offense to see what they can do. 4 wide receiver set here. Carolina with 4 down linemen. Q drops back quickly, fires it out to the running back Douglas Brown, and that's going to be a nice little spin move. And he's not going to break the tackle there of Danny Stinson, and that's going to be a gain of 3.
And look at the Carolina defenders flying to the ball. 7, 8 navy blue jerseys flying into frame there. Douglas Brown, not a great throw from JQ there, and needed a moment to turn upfield. And that was enough for Carolina to arrive on the scene.
Stinson, a 6-season veteran there with the first tackle of the night for him. Looks like 4 wide receiver set here, 2nd and 7 from the 25. Carolina may be trying to bring the pressure. Q looking to the out route. He finds it, and that is going to be DJ Hume there with a gain of 7.
Yeah, and Hume in double coverage, too. Lincoln Kingseed and Tristan Hatley, the 10th-year corner, on the coverage there. And Q just throwing the ball underneath, trying to nickel and dime this defense a little bit. And that time he was successful.
2 wide receivers at the top of your screen. Lars Bizarre in there in the backfield. That is going to be a handoff to Douglas Brown. He's going to be able to get the first down, and he's going to take that out to the 35.
And that was a great block by Bizarre that really sealed that interior, giving Brown a chance to run for that first down. And Brown is probably dead in the backfield if Bizarre doesn't make that block.
Douglas Brown just over 1,000 yards this season on 245 carries. He was 14th in the league in rushing. 3 wide receiver set here out of the gun. Q looking for that out route, finds, and that's Gabe Manning right there with a gain of 4.
And Manning, you think more of as a deep threat. 11,000 yards all time. 9th on the SFL career leaderboard. 64 balls this season. It's a guy that can catch the ball down the field, but he can run the route tree as well as anybody. And a nice little out route to get Gabriel Manning on the stat sheet.
Yep, will probably end up being someday a future Hall of Famer. And Gabe Manning, that's going to be Q with the drop back. He's going to look for that out route again, and almost the defender was right there to get Hume down, and that's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and that's a big tackle. That's Skippy Curtis again out there on DJ Hume. And really, I think the corners for both of these teams, we talked of Tulsa's secondary quite a bit, but Carolina's secondary answering the bell here as well. Skippy Curtis especially on that tackle.
Yep, Skippy Curtis in her first playoff game ever, and she's doing a pretty good job. And he's going to hit that out route there on 3rd and inches, and he does get just past the first down there, Josh. First down, Tulsa.
And Brown with a little desperation there, running straight up field to clear that line instead of heading for the sideline and maybe have a chance to elude defenders for a couple more yards. A bit of a sense of urgency here from the Tulsa offense in the early goings after dueling interceptions, 1 from each team.
Gun split spread once again. Q is going to try to throw it over the middle, and that is tipped away. It looked like Stinson was there again with the deflection.
Yeah, it's Stinson and Trevon Prasad, both linebackers, both deep on pass coverage. And it looked like both of them just kind of ran out of gas or maybe even had trouble finding the football as it fell down right in front of them.
Yep, with the good deflection there, was able to stop that. 2nd and 10 here from the 45. As you're going to see Bandit there out in the flex, in the slot position. Q drops back, looking sidearm throw, and that is incomplete. Stinson again with the pass deflection.
Yeah, Danny Stinson just staying home, and I don't know if he recognized the route as well with the slot receiver cutting in. We've seen both quarterbacks flirting with that hook zone area with various results. And Q, I would say, very lucky that he actually made it to 3rd and 10 here.
Gun straight formation here for the Desperados. Looking like he's going to change the play, look for an out route at the top of the screen. There is that out route at the top of the screen. That's Gabe Manning. He's able to turn up the field, get a first down and more, past the 40 to the 35. Good change of play there by JQ.
Yeah, Chad, I don't know what I can tell you about that play that you didn't already know. Other than Gabe Manning doing something you see a lot of SFL receivers doing. See how he catches it and then is able to turn upfield. And you see a lot of SFL receivers struggle with that, where their inertia takes them out of bounds. They're not able to gain yardage, even when there's no defender around them. Gabriel Manning, with that veteran presence, able to catch the ball, turn upfield, and take his team into field goal range.
And that is probably due to the quickness of getting the ball out there by Q to make that play happen. 1st and 10 from the 35, 3:50 to go here in the first. drops back. He's going to look for Douglas Brown. That's going to be a catch, and he's going to be able to spin out of that. He does a little juke move, gets a first down to the 22, and Tulsa is just outside the red zone.
And Carolina falling back in that zone, and Q right away recognizing it, gives Douglas Brown room to roam. And when you can make that first tackler miss like Brown does right there, man, he could have been off to the races there very quickly. Tristan Hatley, very fortunate to corral him, even just to hold him up until other defenders show up, because Douglas Brown could have been gone.
Yeah, the first one he broke the tackle on was Stinson, who's been having a really good game so far in the coverage part of the game. Split spread here for the Desperados. First and 10 from the 22. High snap, Q looking over the middle, and that is, just overthrows the target. Incomplete, second down.
JQ getting a little excited there. And I thought that was a good throw. I'm not sure if that was for Lars Bazaar or not. Couldn't get the receiver number, but that was one of the more inaccurate passes that we've seen. But I think that Q is either going to find his receiver or find nobody. And in this case, it was nobody.
Yeah, it looked like Lars Bazaar was the intended target. Split twin formation here.
Overestimated that fullback speed a little bit.
And looking over the middle again, that is caught, and Tulsa scores. That is Gabe Manning, touchdown, Desperados.
Not underestimating Gabriel Manning's speed or his ability to go up and get that football. And Tulsa finds the end zone first. We'll take another look at it. JQ, the second throw toward the end zone, and as many throws, right on the money, the post route. Gabriel Manning gets open on the crossing pattern. The ball's just good enough for Manning to leap up and break the plane. Well-designed play there by Tulsa.
And that is going to bring out Brooke Beisel, her third season here in the SFL, to kick the extra point to put Tulsa up, hopefully, here 7-3. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So Tulsa getting the first touchdown of the night as they go up 7-3. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on a virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, it's football for everyone. So Carolina getting that field goal, Josh, there the first time. And let's see what they do on this offensive possession as Prasad's going to receive that in his own end zone. He's going to cross the 20 and try to get a block, but did not work as he gets out to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, Carolina, always, like any other team, they're going to be skittish a little bit coming back on the field after a turnover. Matt South, I think, has the right game plan in mind, challenging this Tulsa Desperados secondary, and then when that's not working, hand it off to Ike McBride and let her barrel through the defense for some quality yardage.
First and 10 from the 21. That is going to be a handoff, but it's actually going to be to Hattori Hanzo as he's just going to get a gain of a yard on that run.
And Hattori Hanzo, a capable runner, obviously is not going to get the touches that McBride does. Hanzo had 77 carries on the season. That's actually 30th best on the SFL leaderboard. And anytime you can manage McBride's volume in the first three quarters, you think you should go ahead and do it because there's nothing better than a fresh Ike McBride to close out a game.
Tulsa back there to try to bring the heat here. That's going to be a handoff to Hanzo once again. He's able to get a few yards on that one, and that's going to set up 3rd and 4.
And this is a good spot to be. Ike McBride is someone you're comfortable handing the ball with when you need 4 yards. You could also run something short, so now the Tulsa defense is going to have to play up a little bit, and that might bring the deep ball back in, even in a 2-back set.
3rd and 4 here. Josh, you called it. They're going to play a little bit of press coverage, it looks like. South looking. He finds that little out route. That's going to be a first down. That's a great play call there by the offensive coordinator, Shan Varner, on that play.
Yeah, pushing the defense up. You run Chase Earl underneath the coverage. And it even had an opportunity to get some extra yards. You see Hanzo and DeSantis and McDaniel pressing up. And now everybody's scrambling to get to Chase Earl. Very well-designed play there by the offense.
And we are just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 3 wide receivers set here for the Skyhawks on their own 43-yard line. South, there's the handoff to McBride. She's going to get up the middle. She breaks a tackle and almost gets a first down right there. A gain of 9 on the play.
And this is the other thing you have to worry about too, Chad. With Tulsa going back to 5 defensive backs on the field, you only have 2 linebackers up front. And if McBride gets past that second level, you're going to be in trouble. You see Hanzo leading the way there. Gets a block on number 25, Marco Swift. McBride able to get extra yardage. You can get 9 yards a pop on first down. That makes you that much more dangerous on second and third down.
Yeah, and that was only her second carry of the night so far. Heavy set formation here out of the single back. Tulsa trying to bring the heat. They're going to try to do that screen. It is, ooh, look at McBride there. Was able to break the tackle and got hit hard, but she was able to cross the first down. Looked like Nate Heslip was there to lay the hit.
And usually when a quarterback throws it high on a screen pass like that, that spells absolute doom. But McBride able to corral it and then make the first defender miss like she's done so many times in her SFL career, and somehow manages to get that first down for Carolina.
She is definitely one of the best backs to break tackles I think I've ever seen in this league, as that's going to just get across the line of scrimmage there. It's going to be a gain of 1.
Nice tackle there by Philadelphia. Collins had 103 tackles this season, 5 TFLs and 5 passes deflected to go with that, to say nothing of his interception earlier in this quarter.
That is definitely hashtag making an impact there on that Tulsa defense. As that's going to be another handle to McBride, and she's just going to get a few yards on that run. And that's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Skyhawks.
And when you are playing in that nickel set, that's what you're going to have is your secondary flying up to help on run coverage. And they did a great job that time. It's just a blur of white jerseys. It's impossible to tell who got there first.
And that is going to do it here for the first quarter here in Carolina. Tulsa with a small lead, 7-3. We'll be right back here on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here in Carolina. Chad Rowland, Josh Zirkle in the booth. Ron Haynes and Ike McBride in the stats truck, making us look really smart. And Cameron Irvine there on the production side of things. Thank you once again for all the hard work. South drops back, looking for the out route, finds his target. That's going to be a first down out to the 33.
And Chase Earl once again needs to buy timeshare near that sideline because he has been occupying a lot of space over there. And Matt South only too happy to float another ball his direction for another Carolina first down.
Carolina, Matt South is spreading the love around. 6 completions for 6 different receivers. That's going to be Ike McBride again on the screen pass. It just barrels through there. Man, I got to tell you, I don't know. Marcus Swift might be hurt, and oh no, Ike McBride is down.
Marco Swift was on the receiving end of that Ike McBride hit, and now McBride going down. Take another look at it. Nice little screen pass over the shoulder grab. That Marco Swift, good night. And then it's number 54, David Ware, that brings McBride down. And you see her landing, you see Ware landing on McBride's legs. And we'll have to get an update for you on that as soon as we find out.
Marcus Swift is now living in Ouchtown, population him. That had to hurt. Probably not easy to tackle Ike McBride, I would assure. 1st and 10 from the 19. Hopefully we'll get an update on Ike McBride soon, as Tulsa's going to try to bring the pressure. South drops back, looking over the middle, finds his target, and that is going to be just short of the goal line. They're going to mark it at the 1. That is Heath McDaniel Jr.
A great throw by South through a very tight window, and McDaniel Jr. again. As you said earlier, Chad, they're running that deep middle, that post right to the middle of the field, waiting for Travis Arthur to get there. He does not make it in time. Heslep thought he had help, but not enough help before McDaniel made the catch to make it 1st and goal.
This will be interesting of what Carolina's offense is going to be able to do with Ike McBride out right now here on the goal line. 1st and goal from the 1. And that is going to be a handoff to Hattori Hanzo, and they're going to mark him in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Travis Warren was the backup running back coming in for McBride, but it's Hattori Hanzo getting the call here on 1st and goal. Right up the middle, defense doesn't know what hit him. Jaden Swift pancaked his blocker, but that actually gave more room for Hanzo to break through. break the play into the goal line.
And that is going to bring out Malone Brown here for the extra point, as Carolina will look to be getting this lead by 3. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. And Carolina taking the lead back once again, 10-7. And I got to tell you, I talked about it right before that play, was what are they going to do in the goal line? But you always forget about Hattori Hanzo right there. And Hattori Hanzo made the most of it, getting the touchdown.
Yeah, and it's not a situation you want to find yourself in, but having Hanzo, especially when it's that short of a goal line situation, you just need 1 yard or 2 yards. Hattori Hanzo, I mean, there might be a situation where you're giving him the ball anyway.
And Gabriel Mann is going to take that out of his own end zone, and he's going to get hit hard right there at the end. That was Monterey Mozzarella with the big hit, as that is going to take him out to the 26-yard line. So that's going to bring back the Tulsa offense once again. They were able to get a touchdown on their last drive.
And we've not seen a lot of Douglas Brown in this game so far. Just 1 carry, although he has caught 3 passes. And I wonder if that will change here for Tulsa, especially as we go into a 2-back set on first down.
Tight end flex here. Q drops back, and he's going to find Douglas Brown there on the screen pass, but nothing's going to be gained out of his second down.
That's a great job by the Carolina secondary, reading that and blowing that play up right out of the way. Couldn't tell if that was Mojo McClain, number 90, the rookie that came up and made that play. That's an outstanding play you'd love to see a rookie make.
Yep, Mojo McClain, the 34th pick in the second round. Looking good so far. Gun straight formation here for the Desperados. Q drops back, looking to the outside. That is tipped away, and that's going to be incomplete. And that was Davison Joseph there with the deflection.
And Joseph, many people know as the in-game incarnation of our own broadcast crews, Mike Torillo, with a nice backhanded flick over there. Torillo leaving the broadcast booth full-time to pursue other opportunities. And on behalf of the broadcast crew, we wish him all the best. He's been an absolute terrific ambassador for SFL football, and I cannot wait to see what he does next.
Yep, he is definitely one of the few broadcasters in this league that I look up to. I look up to a lot of them, but he's one of the best ones for sure. Gun straight formation here, 3rd and 10. That's going to be to the fullback, it looks like. I actually know that's tight end, I'm sorry. And that is DJ Bandon. That's going to be 4th and inches.
4th and inches on the cusp of field goal range. We might see a challenge. We might see him go for it. We might see what would be a 52-yard field goal attempt here. Unless it's Melia Farouk, they're going to punt it. From their own end of they're on their own 36.
They're on their own end of the field. So
probably not going to kick a field goal there.
Ooh, that was really close, as that was almost blocked. And Prasad's going to get hit hard right there at the 30-yard line. And this is a good opportunity here for the Skyhawks to extend this lead.
Yeah, it really is. And even with Warren in there, you still have Hattori Hanzo, who is going to be enough of a threat. It looks like they're going to leave Hanzo in that fullback spot. You see sometimes in situations where the fullback becomes the feature back, but it looks like Warren's in the backfield by himself here.
Yep, 1st and 10 from the 30. South drops back, looking deep over the middle, and that is going to be intercepted. And that's Marco Swift. When you try to throw deep in the middle of the field with Tulsa, Marco's usually there to clean that up.
Yeah, Marco playing just center field all by himself. Seeing McDaniel coming over. We had a little laugh at Marco Swift's expense on the previous drive. Nobody's laughing now. That is a huge pick for Tulsa.
Yep, and getting good field position here on midfield. Tulsa looking for an opportunity to take this lead right back. 3 wide receiver set here out of the gun for the Desperados. He's got Douglas Brown on his right. Q looking for Brown. He's able to catch that. He's going to get a little bit of yardage there with a spin move. Another broken tackle, and he's forced out of bounds there. And man, Josh, I'll tell you what, and there's an injury update there for Ike McBride. Twisted ankle, so she looks like she might be returning.
Well, even if she does return, she may not be at full strength. We'll have to wait and see. With Douglas Brown there, continuing to factor into the Tulsa offense through the air. Still sitting on 1 carry right now for 6 yards.
Yeah, very interesting indeed of how they're using him. And there is that carry right there, the second one. And oh, man, Trevon Prasad with the big hit.
And Prasad doing a nice job of going east and west. We've not seen Douglas Brown run between the tackles very much. And Prasad using that speed to get to the point of attack and stop Douglas Brown for a loss.
A 10-season veteran, a 2-time All-Star in Trevon Prasad. The last time an All-Star was in season 18. Wide receiver on each side of the formation with Douglas Brown in the backfield. Q drops back, looking, finds the out route. That is Hume. That's going to be a first down. That's to the 38.
And that was a terrific read by Q. Tristan Hadley reading Douglas Brown playing up, and Douglas Hume just kind of floating in behind him. And Q making a great throw to extend the drive. This is Tulsa's best starting field position of the game, starting at midfield. And they're looking to capitalize here with just under 7:40 to play in the half.
Gun straight. Carolina looks like they might be trying to bump this one off. First and 10 for the 38. Looking short, finds Gabe Manning. That's just going to be a gain of 3, and that's going to be second down.
Yeah, not much to write home about with that reception, but Manning does hang on to the ball in traffic. Maybe setting up something else for later in the game. But I don't like to see anybody sending their star receiver across the middle like that for just 3 yards.
Nope, especially when it's already a congested middle of the field as is. That's his 4th catch of the night. Second and 7 from the 35, just under 7 minutes to go. That's going to be a handoff to Brown. Going to go up the middle, doesn't get much on it. And that's going to be 3rd and 6. Danny Stinson with the stop.
And we mentioned the speed of this Carolina linebacking core earlier, especially in the pass coverage. But, you know, against the run, they're pretty lethal as well. And I've done a few Carolina games where Danny Stinson has just kind of taken over. And he certainly has the opportunity to do that here, even against a great running back like Douglas Brown.
This is his 2nd season with the team. 4 wide receivers set here. That's going to be, oh, that was tipped away. And that was Bari Aman England, the 37th overall selection in the 2nd round with the deflection.
Amon England showing a lot of athleticism, running away from the quarterback and still getting a hand on that football. And that's coverage you like to see, and that's going to potentially take points off the board, as now Tulsa's going to have to settle for a field goal and potentially a tie.
Brooke Beisel coming out here to tie this ball game up from the 33-yard line. Low snap, and oh, I thought that was going to be blocked. And the kick is up, and it is good from 50 yards out. So Tulsa ties this ball game up here in the middle of the 2nd quarter, 10-10. And I got to tell you, Josh, the SFL convention is coming to Cincinnati, Ohio. I am excited about this. July 28th to the 30th for season 21 kickoff weekend. For room reservation details and the weekend schedule, see the convention alerts channel in the SFL Discord server. Rooms are going fast, and some have already sold out. A lot of them have, actually. Reserve your special group rate today. We will see you there. I know that I'm going. I know that we talked before the game. You're definitely going because it's not far for you either.
No, it's not. It's right on my right in my backyard, basically. And apparently, Brooke Beisel is now Brooke Brown. That, according to Douglas Brown in the chat, tied the knot last November. Congratulations to Douglas Brown and Brooke Brown, I guess. We'll let the SFL stats folk handle that.
There you go.
Whenever the offseason gets here.
Yep, congrats to the happy couple there. 1st and 10 from the 21. Carolina will be looking to respond here. As Warren is still in the backfield. That's going to be a handoff to Warren, his first attempt. And that is going to be a gain of 3 as Miles Gibson there with the tackle.
You know, and I think it's important to give Travis Warren the ball for 2 reasons. Number one, you don't want to deviate from the game plan that you made all week. And secondly, if you are able to get Ike McBride back into the game later, you don't want a defense that has been thinking pass all day and then finally able to converge on the run. You want to wear them out a little bit, at least on the run defense side. And Travis Warren getting carries gets you to that goal.
South, short drop. He's looking in the middle of the field, finds his target, and that's going to be a first down and more out to the 40. Heath McDaniel Jr. has just been lights out today so far for Carolina.
And if we had a plot chart of where all these throws were going, I mean, for both teams, really, the middle of the field would be so congested, and that's a great throw. Philadelphia Collins out of position. McDaniel again running a terrific post route. Carolina able to sustain a drive with the football, despite arguably their best player being on the sideline.
3 catches for 63 yards tonight for McDaniel Jr. That is Warren up the middle going nowhere, and that's going to be second down.
David Ware, who is a big contributor in this league, his second season at Tulsa. 68 tackles, 12 tackles for loss in season 20. Has become a bigger part of this defense every year that he's been here.
2nd and 10 out of the gun here for the Skyhawks. Looks like it's going to be all slants. He's going to find his target. That's McDaniel Jr. again. First down to the 47.
And I'm really impressed with the windows that Matt South is throwing into here. I mean, this is double, sometimes triple coverage that South is able to get the football just kind of crammed in there. And I don't think it's coincidental that a majority of those balls are going to Heath McDaniel Jr.
11 of 15 tonight from Matt South, looking really good for 151 yards. 2 wide receivers there at the bottom of your screen. And it's going to be a quick throw, and that is going to be another first down. And once again, that is McDaniel Jr.
5th catch of the night from McDaniel Jr., already closing in on 100 yards to the game. And we're just here in the first half. Matt South knows he's got an able pair of hands in number 80. And he is riding McDaniel Jr. down the football field.
3 wide receiver set here for the Skyhawks. That is going to be a handoff to Warren. He's got a little bit of a room. He gets a couple yards on that. They'll mark him with 3 yards, and that's going to set up second down.
And Warren's a very capable runner, but let's be honest, this is not something that's within Warren's pay grade. Being able to run the Ike McBride playbook with Ike McBride capabilities, let's say, being able to barrel through 1 or 2 defenders, that's going to be a situation where Warren is going to go down to first contact.
And look at Warren here, and he gets a good run there. That's going to be a first down and more up to the 22. Just when you say he's not going to do it, Josh, there he goes, proving why he's here as a backup in the SFL.
Well, I was saying he was going to go down at first contact. Now, if the first contact is 15 yards down the field, then yeah, certainly. Look at that. There's nobody touching him.
That's true.
Until he gets to the 3rd level, and then Nate Heslop's like, hey, maybe we should tackle this guy. So, yes, Travis Warren, credit where it's due, was able to run the ball upfield and not get touched by anybody on his way into field goal range.
That is why you're one of the best analysts here, Josh. You'll be able to call that from a mile away. 1st and 10 from the 22. South drops back, looking in. That was almost intercepted. Miles Gibson with some butterfingers on that one, as that's going to be second down. Lucky break there for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, I wonder if he needs to go a size up on those compression sleeves and get some more circulation into his hands, because that felt like should have been an interception for sure. Would have taken at least 3 points off the board, if not 7. But now Carolina lives to find another down.
2nd and 10 from the 22, split back formation. Let's see if they maybe go to Hanzo here with the run up the middle. They do indeed, and that is going to be stopped very quickly there by the Tulsa front 7. Good play there.
Well, you're late in the first half. You're at home. You need 10 yards for a first down. I don't think you want to get too crazy here. I think going to Hanzo again here, even though you need 10 yards, and then letting Malone Brown come out, kick the field goal that potentially gives you the lead, potentially going into the locker room, would be such a bad idea.
Tulsa playing up on him. That's going to be to the outside. That has caught McDaniel there. How he was able to thread it in that little spot through Nate Heslop, I'll never know. But it's going to be short of a first down, and that's going to bring out the field goal unit.
And that was a pretty high risk for 4 yards that may turn out to be basically meaningless. Malone Brown is not going to notice that big of a difference between a 35-yard field goal and a 39-yard field goal. Matt South flirting with disaster there and getting away with it.
Malone Brown coming out here to take the lead. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 34 yards out, and Carolina getting the lead right back here in the late part of this first half. If you miss any of the SFL action, check out highlights of SFL games on SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Valiant, YouTube's premier sports highlight maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation and Victor's Valiant on YouTube for all your sport highlight needs. And just over 2 minutes to go here, and Tulsa's going to be coming out, Josh, with the 2-minute offense.
It'll be exciting to see what they decide to do here. JQ could put it up in the air, or they could give it to Douglas Brown on the ground. A lot of options.
Gabe Manning crosses the 20 and was able to get tackled there. Leaky Kinsey down to the 23. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first half, and they got all 3 timeouts. We'll probably look for them to try to at least get into field goal range.
Yeah, I would like to see him roll the dice a little bit here on first down, and I don't mean just getting extravagant or throwing it deep. Maybe give that guy an opportunity to run the ball, or maybe look for something on the sideline.
1st and 10 from the 23. Q drops back. He's going to look deep down the middle, and that is going to be caught. Oh, dropped it. It was in his hands. Not sure if the defender knocked it out or he dropped it, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, an incompletion here may not have been the best thing in that you're going to run another play here. Then you get the 2-minute warning, and that's a free timeout for Carolina, and that is 3rd down. And then whatever happens there, Carolina could call another timeout and then get the ball back with a fair amount of time left on the clock in the half.
2nd and 10. Looking like tight end flex. Q, short drop, looking over the middle, and that is going to be intercepted. That is Shervon Prasad, and that's the mistake that Tulsa did not need to make.
And Prasad just snags this ball in midair, reads the route, reads the play, leaping grab, taking the ball away from Gabriel Manning. Carolina's on the front doorstep at the 2-minute warning.
And we are here live in Carolina as the Skyhawks and the Desperados going out of here in the first round of the playoffs. As Carolina just got the interception here, and Travis Warren getting a yard on that, and that's going to set up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, even if they just run it 3 times here, they have a chance to kick the field goal, take a 6-point lead, and leave almost no time for Tulsa to come back before the end of the first half. I'm totally fine with giving the ball to Travis Warren here, but Torrey Hanzo checks back in as well.
Yep, split back formation here, 2nd and 9. The front 7 looking to bring the heat. South looking over the middle, and that is caught. That is going to be a first down out to the 15-yard line. That is McDaniel Jr. again, who crosses over 100 yards.
And McDaniel again almost bracketed, and Matt South just puts that ball on his back hip, and McDaniel just reaches around and grabs it. Magical.
And there's a handoff to Warren. He gets 3 yards on that, and that's going to be 2nd and 7. Clock's still ticking.
Yeah, at some point, if you're Carolina, you want to get this down to like 20 seconds and then start using timeouts. And then give yourself an opportunity to get 7 points. And you can still control the clock and do that.
2nd and 7. The clock at 41 seconds left. It's going to be a handoff to Warren. He's going to get up the middle. He's going to be hit as he gets across the goal or across the line of scrimmage, and Carolina will burn their first timeout.
Yeah, and I would have let the clock tick out a little bit more, like I said, to about 20 seconds. Give yourself a chance to run another play. Ike McBride not being available, you really don't want to get too fancy here. Even with Hattori Hanzo, 6 yards is a very tall order.
The gun formation here is an interesting call. 3rd and 6 from the 11. Gun formation for the Skyhawks. South drops back, pump fake, looking. He finds his target. That's a first down if they're going to mark and give him forward progress. They did not give him forward progress. That was Harish Prasad who got lost. Went across, that was across the first down line, went back over on the other side. Harish, I think you got to remember, buddy, you got to go on that one side of it to get the first down.
Yeah, trying to execute that turn to go upfield and actually wound up going backwards. And Carolina not taking any more chances. Here comes Malone Brown to give his team a potential 6-point lead.
And I'm sure the Skyhawk fans are going crazy here. Their discount on pizza here tonight in the stadium as Malone Brown's going to be coming out for the 3 points. The kick is up, and it is good. And I got to tell you, I mean, Tulsa was trying to look to, maybe try to, extend their lead going into half, but Carolina, even with the turnover, makes the best of it, getting 3 points.
Yeah, you're counting your lucky stars right now if you're Tulsa. That could have been so much worse for you. Prasad with that awkward turn really took away a good chance for Carolina to make it a 7-point lead. They could have, or make it a 10-point lead, excuse me. And I think Carolina made the right decision to not take any more chances after that and kick the field goal.
If there's anybody that can swing the momentum in a different direction, it's that guy right there, Gabe Manning, but he does not do it that time, as he's going to take that out to the 23. So 24 seconds left. Josh, I'm going to assume that they will probably just try to run this clock out to the end of the half.
Yeah, and if you're Tulsa, you really got to like where you are right now. You're within a score. Your running back is healthy. Their running back is not. You throw 2 interceptions if you're JQ, but at the end of the day, you've been generally accurate so far. You have a touchdown. A lot going your way.
There's a handoff to Brown. Does a little stutter step there and gets only about 6 yards on the run.
And this has been one of the surprises in the first half for me, how little volume Douglas Brown has gotten. 20 carries last week, and that's about what he gets. He had 245, so that's about 10 a game. 20 a game, excuse me.
And look at this, stopped in the backfield. That looked like Mojo McClain was a part of there. Looked like DJ Majesty was a part of there as well, and that's going to be 3rd and 7.
Tulsa will get the ball to start the third quarter.
And that will do it here for the first half of football. It has been a defensive battle so far as Carolina with the lead here at home, 16-10. And Josh, what is your big takeaways here from this first half?
Well, for me, Carolina's just done a better job of taking care of the football. I mean, we have at each team with 2 interceptions, but Carolina, in terms of managing their drives, and especially without Ike McBride, who they've not had for most of the first half because of injury, they've done a nice job of sustaining possessions. A lot of that goes to Heath McDaniel Jr., who we have at 103 yards already on 7 catches. And Matt South been able to find him in a variety of situations, going to deep post and also just on out routes or just little 5-yard in routes. Has done a terrific job of maintaining the football there. 2 turnovers from their secondary, Skippy Curtis and Trevon Prasad. And they could have had probably 1 or 2 more than that. And I think Carolina right now winning this game in all phases, especially when you consider Malone Brown, who's already got 3 field goals on the night.
Yeah, Matt South has been pretty efficient, 75% completion so far. I mean, he has thrown 2 interceptions, but as you said, they've been taking care of the ball on longer drives, winning the time of possession so far. Hopefully we can see Ike McBride come back in this second half and give Carolina that edge. But what does Tulsa need to do in your mind, Josh, to try to get back into, not really, I mean, they are still in this game, but how to get that lead and try to extend that lead?
Well, what I would like to see them do on offense is feed Douglas Brown a little bit more. The guy's only got 6 carries on the game. I know he has 5 receptions, but this is not his bread and butter. He needs to run between the tackles, he needs to make defenders miss, and needs to be able to get the ball downfield like we've seen him do so many times before. In the passing game, Sansa Robinson and Corey Jones still sitting with goose eggs. Neither one of them has a catch so far in this game. I think JQ's got to get everybody else involved and ultimately start taking care of the football. You cannot have any more interceptions going forward. You're playing on the road. It's a playoff game. Every single drive matters at this point. And Tulsa just that much closer to elimination. You don't want to dawdle and wait until there's 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter or 2 minutes left and then try and put together a drive that way. You've got to get down the field and you've got to score points on this drive or your season could be over.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Douglas Brown, only 6 carries so far in this game. He does have 5 receptions, but let's see if he's able to get the ball more. Tulsa will receive the kick here in the second half, and we'll be able to get a good look at that Tulsa offense here after making some adjustments as Malone Brown has that up on the tee. And this has been a great game so far, a defensive battle. Let's see if the offense has come alive as Gabe Manning will be receiving that just on the goal line, as that is going to be past the 20, and Gabe Manning tries to get a spin move out, but gets up to the 24-yard line.
And Tulsa, as I said, they need to get points now. Get down the field. Doesn't matter how they do it. If you can sustain a drive, that's great. If you get quick strike, that's great too.
There's a shot on Monty Wyatt. We haven't called his name tonight, the 5-season veteran. 4 wide receiver set here for the Desperados to open it up. And that's the pressure, and he's going to go down. That's the first sack of the game there, DJ Majesty.
And that's JQ trying to make something happen, looking downfield and not seeing anything there. And the protection collapses. DJ Majesty beating his man. And JQ, all I can say is, buddy, that had to hurt.
Yeah, he's probably feeling that one for sure. DJ Majesty, 6'4", 285. As that's going to bring out the 5 wide set here. Second is 17 from the 17. Q looking, finds his target in the middle, and that is going to be a big gain there, past the 40, past the 50, and that is Corey Jones there on his first catch of the night, and it's a big one.
A mighty catch indeed to Corey Jones with that protect ball plus 1,000 rating as he scampers through. Look at this crossing route. Crosses all the way across the field, both hash marks, and he's got both hands on that ball. He's not letting that thing go to save his life. Doesn't matter if he gets caught or not. Manages to get the first down before Monte Wyatt brings him to the turf. That is a huge play at just the right time for Tulsa.
41-yard gain there for Corey Jones on his first catch of the night. And you talked about it. You know, they had goose eggs at the end of the first half. It's time to get them involved. That's how you get them involved. Q, first and 10. Over the middle, and that is going to be caught. And that's going to be a gain of 6 to the tight end, DJ Bandit.
DJ Bandit again. A couple catches in the first half. He's a guy you want to keep open, especially when you're throwing so many balls toward the middle of the field. He may not be a deep middle threat, but in that hook zone, that 3 to 7 yard range, DJ Bandit is your guy.
Second and 4 from the 35. And that's going to be a handoff there to Douglas Brown. He's going to get the spin move. He's going to get the first down and get hit as he crosses that first down marker. And that's going to be taken out to the 30.
And Brown outran his blocker, Jeffrey Casillas. Outran him not once but twice. Cut inside. And Casillas managed to get a block, and then Brown tried to bounce it outside. Still managed to get the first down.
Tight end flex as the linebackers shift over. Q looking, finds Douglas Brown, and that's going to be hit as he crosses the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a gain of 1. And looks like Mojo McClain was there first with the tackle.
Yeah, and I think this is part of the reason Tulsa was not going to Douglas Brown that often early in the game, understanding that Carolina was going to try and take him away and force Tulsa to come and defeat them some other way. As it looks like Douglas Brown has not been able to break free.
Out of the gun, and that is just over the outstretched hands of the defender. And Gabe Manning with the catch, and that's going to be 3rd and 5.
And it's Gabriel Manning that gets his team into a 3rd and manageable. And JQ is going to have to put the ball in the air again. And I'm not sure who they're going to go to here, but 5 yards. That's a lot to ask for a screen pass or a run between the tackles or even a run outside.
Split flip spread formation here, 3rd and 5. Q, short drop, looking over the middle, and that is going to be intercepted. There's Monty Wyatt. We haven't called his name all night, and he gets the pick there to end the drive.
Q, the short drop. Throws that ball with some degree of haste. Looking right there. Thought Corey Jones was going to be in that spot. Wyatt read it the whole way. Maybe it could have been a better ball. But Monty Wyatt knew that play was coming and jumped right on that football. And that's JQ's 3rd pick of the night.
Yeah, it looked like as if he just overthrew his intended target just a little bit. And it looks like Ike McBride is not back yet here on this first drive of the second half. As they're going to be in the I formation, 1 wide receiver on each side. There's going to be a handoff to Warren, and he's not going to get any yards on that. It's going to be 2nd down.
Yeah, they are really missing Ike McBride right now. This is exactly where you want to have her, inside your own 20, just trying to generate some space, get out from the shadow of your own goalpost, as we like to say. Ike McBride extremely handy in that situation. Travis Warren, not so much.
2nd and 10 from the 13. Heavy set formation once again. And that's going to be a handoff to Warren. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to get out to the 20, and that's going to be 3rd and 3.
Big 3rd down here for Carolina. I think Hattori Hanzo is in play here. If you want to hand it to Hanzo up the middle. Although I would expect South to look for Heath McDaniel Jr. once again.
Yeah, and if you're Carolina's offense right now, I mean, Warren getting 7 yards on that run is still good.
Absolutely.
3rd and 3 here out of the gun. South drops back, steps up into pocket, fires, and that's going to be the out route. Chase Earl there with the catch. First down, Skyhawks.
And Chase Earl has been incredibly handy. When he was with Louisiana, I think he was more of a downfield guy, able to go deep, paired really well with B. Robo. And obviously, he matches really well with McDaniel Jr. and Harish Prasad as well. But he's being asked to do different things. And with 60 balls caught in season 20, I would say he's done those things very well.
3 wide receiver set here once again for the Skyhawks. South, short drop, pocket, got time, and fires over the middle, and that is caught. And that's going to be first down. McDaniel Jr. again with the catch.
8th catch of the night for McDaniel Jr. And once again, with Tulsa receivers draped all over him, South, very pretty ball right there, puts it on a rope, and that's Travis Arthur once again. Carolina, I would have to say, has really won the matchup against Travis Arthur so far. I know they do have a couple of interceptions, Marco Swift and Philadelphia Collins, but when they have keyed on Travis Arthur, they've come away with big yardage.
Power ride formation here, Arthur. Just getting a gain of 1 on that. It's going to be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and again, keep the defense honest. Keep going between the tackles there. Even if you are just getting those 1 yards, we saw that 7 yards pop earlier. And Warren, of course, had that gain of 15 yards on the previous drive in the second quarter. Keep it going.
Warren once again. He's going to get the run there, and that's going to set up 3rd and maybe just outside of manageable.
I would agree with that. And now, once again, Matt South is going to put it in the air. And once again, Tulsa knows Matt South is going to put it in the air. And that gives Tulsa a bit of an advantage here, especially with their personnel with 6 DBs on the field.
And this time they are going to go 4 wide here. 3rd and 6 from the 44. South drops back. Pressure getting to him, and that's going to be taken down. Chris Andrews was there with the sack, and that's going to stop the drive for Carolina.
Yeah, Miles Gibson came on that delayed blitz, and I think the Carolina O-line tried to adjust. But you can see Andrews there on the edge, just absolutely manhandles Giorgio Linguini, and just nowhere to go for Matt South except down.
Yeah, that Linguini was not strong enough to hold up Chris Andrews. As you even seen in that replay too, Berto DeMora was right there coming up the middle, so there was pressure coming to him from all sides, as that is going to be punted away by Grande, and that's going to be out to the 35-yard line. So Tulsa's going to come back out here after throwing that interception in there down towards the red zone, and let's see what Tulsa could do here.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good-looking drive up until that point. I think JQ may have just let the moment get to him, understanding this is the postseason. And a touchdown with the extra point will give Tulsa the lead.
1st and 10 from the 35. Q drops back. He's going to look for the out route. He finds his target, and that is going to be 2nd and 2. That was Corey Jones with his 2nd catch.
Corey Jones really has legitimate playmaking ability in this league. You don't see, at least we haven't seen much of him so far here. And he had a little bit of a chance to maybe turn upfield, although only had a step or 2. But 8 yards on 1st down, there's not much to complain about there.
Yeah, 41 catches for 469 yards this season. No touchdowns to his name, but you never know. The night's still young. 2nd and 2 from the 43. That's going to be a handoff to Brown, and they're going to stop him in the backfield. That's a big-time play. Christopher Colon was there as well as Mojo McClain.
Yeah, Mojo McClain helping clean up with Colon. I mean, if you could stop Douglas Brown like that, you got to be feeling really good about 3rd and 4.
Yep, 3rd and 4 here. Gun split pro formation for the Desperados. Carolina maybe trying to bring some outside pressure. Q drops back looking for the out route. That is caught by Gabe Manning. That's going to be a 1st down up to the 49. I thought maybe the defender was going to be able to jump that, but did not listen.
It looked like the defender was cutting back inside and Manning was going outside. And JQ just making a good read there, getting his receiver the ball in the nick of time.
6 catches for 61 yards tonight for Gabriel Manning. Q drops back, looking. He's going to look for the out route. He's going to find it, and they're going to try to spin out to get the first down, but Hume does not do that. He's going to be just short, 2nd and 1.
And I think if you had not had a quarterback that had thrown 3 interceptions already in this game, you would take a shot here on 2nd and 1. Said Gabe Manning, said Corey Jones downfield. Roll the dice, spin that roulette wheel, see if you can get something big here. And in a bunch set, they might try and do that anyway.
Bunch formation there. That's going to be a handoff, actually, to Douglas Brown. He's got a little bit of room, gets the first down. Almost tries to break out of that tackle there by DJ Majesty, but was able to hold him up. First down, Tulsa.
Brown doing some nice running here, improving on his, at least his carry totals, if nothing else. Has 4 carries in the 3rd quarter, only had 5 in all of the first half. And I think anytime you get Douglas Brown some more volume, you're inching closer to victory.
9 attempts for 31 yards tonight for Brown. 1st and 10 from the 35. 3 wide receiver set. Q, short drop, looking on the slant route. Finds Gabe Manning. That's going to be a first down, and Tulsa is now in the red zone.
And once again, a tight window. Gabriel Manning and Heath McDaniel Jr. just playing in phone booths tonight and still getting it done. You can see Monty Wyatt right there. Davidson Joseph there on the coverage. Joseph probably thought he had a little more help than he actually did. And Manning makes a big catch to get his team on the front porch.
Gun straight here from the 19. Q drops back. Pressure getting to him. He's going to have to hit the down. He's going to have to check down to Sanzo Robinson. Incomplete. Good pressure there by the Carolina defense.
Yeah, Robinson's first target of the night, not a good one. Q under pressure here. We are seeing Carolina get there. That's Phil Hall, who looks like somebody forgot to block Phil Hall. Might want to clean that up when you get back to the sideline. Sanzo Robinson taking a shot. JQ taking a shot as well.
Yeah, it looks like the center Connor Davis just missed that assignment and did not realize that Phil Hall was standing there. And Phil Hall had clean access right to Q. Good play there by the defense. 2nd and 10 from the 19. 3 wide receiver set here. Q looks he sees something in the defense. He's going to try to change the play. Q drops back, looks for the out route, finds Gabe Manning, and that's going to be 3rd and 7 here from the 16.
If you're Tulsa, you got to really think about it. If you kick the field goal here, can you stop Carolina and kick another field goal before the end of the game and make it 16 all? This is a big-time decision here. 3rd and 7. There's a lot to dislike about this, especially the way this Carolina defense is flying to the quarterback.
The Carolina fans are on their feet right now, fueled off of pizza. 3rd and 7 from the 16. Q, high snap, looking over the middle, and that is tipped away. Lincoln King's seed with almost an interception. That's incomplete, and that's the stop that Carolina was looking for.
And that's the throw you did not want to see Tulsa make into traffic with a defender jumping the route, as we've seen so many times from both teams today, as a matter of fact. And now you're going to send out Brooke Beisel-Brown and try and make this a 3-point game.
I got to quit mentioning pizza because I'm getting hungry now.
That's totally on you, Chad.
Yeah, it is totally on me. You're absolutely right. 4th and 7 here from the 16. Low snap. And she's able to get the kick up and good from 33. So Tulsa inching closer as they have now cut this lead down to 3, 16-13. And if you're liking this game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of the SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership. And as Prasad's going to take that from the goal line, he's going to cross the 20 and get tackled there at the 23. And it always amazes me, Josh, to always read that because, 10 years is just simply phenomenal. And we're just getting started and ushering in a new era of SFL football.
Yes, new game, new frontiers being cracked. 28 teams. We're going to grow on that as well. And this league continues to grow. We get more and more wonderful people in it every season. And if you're watching this for the first time, there is room for you. Oof. I don't have any strong thoughts about that one other than Matt South not able to find a receiver there. Might have been some miscommunication on the route. Let's see what they do on second down here. South throwing deflected, nearly intercepted. It'll be 3rd and 10. It's Gibson this time. And we've got some more fresh meat on the turf. It's Mike Mello. And we're going to bring Chad back in here in a little bit. But let's take another look at this throw, and it's Mike Mello. Just some calamity there in the trenches. Mello trying to get up and saying, no, sir. Giving that another thought, it'll be 3rd and 7. 3rd and 10, excuse me. Carolina to keep their drive alive. If you're just joining us, Ike McBride out of the game with injury. Matt South under pressure, throwing as he's hit, and that is incomplete. Berto DeMora bringing South down to the canvas. And here comes the punt team for Carolina. So Saj Grande will boot this away. Just over a minute to play here in the 3rd quarter. JQ. And it looks like we might have Chad rolling back. In the meantime, Gabriel Manning out to the 44-yard line, and that is where Tulsa will take over on the offensive side.
Yeah, sorry about that. Not sure exactly what happened there, but it looks like I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. 1st and 10 here from the 44. As that's going to be gun split spread here for the Desperados. Q drops back looking over the middle, and that is thrown into a clogged middle, and that is going to be 2nd and 5.
Clogged middle is the name of the game here so far tonight. DJ Hume, among many, making big catches in traffic for their respective teams. And Q getting 5 yards of first down. You got to feel good about that, especially sitting near midfield.
Bunch formation here at the bottom of your screen. 2nd and 5 from the 49. Just under a minute to go here in the 3rd. Q drops back looking, and that is going to be intercepted by Carolina. Davidson Joseph getting out to the 40-yard line, and Carolina is in good field position here on the Tulsa 40.
And JQ just cannot catch a break. As we see Davidson Joseph just come back on the route, glancing back to the quarterback, balls in the air. And he's got a Corey Jones. Has nothing left to do except chase Davidson Joseph from behind. And that is a back-breaking interception for Tulsa.
Carolina looking to try to extend this lead here at home for the faithful. 1st and 10 from the 40. Power I formation here. As South drops back looking, finds Warren in that screen, and he was just lucky, Josh, just to get that back up to the line of scrimmage.
And did not quite make it there, in fact. Tulsa swarming on the scene. And really, Travis Warren might be the MVP for Tulsa right now. The single thing keeping the Desperados in this game at this point.
2nd and 11 here, 20 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, out of the gun formation. South trying to do a hard count here to see if they'll jump. Drops back. The pressure getting to him. Chris Andrews again gets the sack there, and that's going to be 3rd and long for the Skyhawks.
And Andrews coming around that blind side. Once again, taking Matt South to the turf. Let's get some fourth and chat.
That is going to do it here for the 3rd quarter. One more quarter to go here in the wild card round. Carolina up 3, 16-13. We'll be back on SFL on YouTube. And we are back here at Carolina. Chad Rowland, Josh Circle here on the call. Ron Haynes and Ike McBride in the stats truck. And Cameron Irvine producing the game for us. Thank you once again. as we are seeing 4s and 12s and 68s and 86s just flooding the chat tonight. 3rd and 18 from the 49. South looking deep down the sideline, and that is tipped away again, and almost caught. McDaniel had an opportunity and dropped it, and that's going to set up a punt here for Carolina.
It was a good throw. It was a good route. Could not quite close the hands on the football. And Tulsa couldn't do so either. Would have been huge for them. But instead of an arm punt, we're getting a regular leg punt here.
And that is going to bring out Sausage Grande for the punt. As Gabe Manning is going to get that from about the 13, maybe gets a few yards on that, and that is going to be set up from the 16-yard line here. So Tulsa will be looking to take this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Carolina has not been able to sustain a drive in the second half. Punt, punt, punt. All the way down the drive sheet. Tulsa's not going to get a better opportunity than right now.
1st and 10 from the 16. There's a handoff to Douglas Brown, and man, he was met right there at the line of scrimmage. Danny Stinson laying the big hit on Douglas Brown.
Yeah, Stinson's had some big plays tonight, some big tackles, knocked away a couple of passes. And that's a great way to start your drive if you're Carolina on the defensive side.
2nd and 10, as it looks like Carolina's going to bring some press coverage here on this 5-wide set. Q drops back, the pressure coming to the middle, and he's going to get taken down there for a sack. That is Phil Hall, the 12th season veteran, the 3-time All-Star, with his first sack of the night.
Yeah, Chris Colon was right there as well. The pocket collapsing on JQ. There's Hall. Colon back there as well. Ryan Ray, the 5th-year defensive end, was sitting there ready to clean up as well with the mop, dustpan. Maybe a couple of Clorox wipes. Gotta protect better than that.
5-wide set once again here. 3rd and 16 from the 10. Q drops back, looking over the middle, and that is going to be broken up there. Lincoln Kingsey.
Wow.
Right there to meet with DJ Hume to set up this 4th and long. Tulsa punts it away.
And that's an absolutely brutal 3-and-out for Tulsa. And you don't have arguably your best offensive player on the field for the majority of that drive. I'm doing air quotes when I say drive. Incredibly disappointing. And now you're going to punt it away, and Harish Prasad could probably run this back into plus territory, if not field goal range.
He might be in plus territory when he gets it. Who knows? As that is going to be, they are going to probably be in plus territory right there. He's going to get that from the 40, and they're going to be set up with some great field position here at the 38-yard line. In the SFL quarterfinals will kick off Saturday at 6:30 on Next Level Sports in Fort Worth, Texas, where the Fort Worth Toros will face off against the Vancouver Legion for their 3rd time in their history. The rest of the slate you can catch right here on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. The winner of the Carolina-Tulsa matchup tonight will head to Arizona to take on the Scorpions. Sunday's game sees London going to Baltimore and Alamo City visiting Atlanta. As gun straight here, 90-yard slants. Matt South looking tipped away, incomplete, almost intercepted there for Tulsa.
Yeah, it's some bad news there for Mike Mello. His night is done. But Tulsa on the defensive side looks like they're getting pressure on Matt South as well. And Gibson nearly coming up with an interception there. It might be time for the defenses to take center stage in what has been so far a really low-scoring game.
Yeah, it's just been a defensive battle all night here. Warren in the backfield with Torrey Hanzo. 2nd and 10 from the 38. That is a handoff to Warren. He might try to find the hole. He doesn't get through it there, as that's going to be just a gain of about a yard. It's going to set up 3rd and long here.
And Miles Gibson there on the stop. Philadelphia Collins in there as well. And that's just a disadvantage that you have without Ike McBride. And we have not seen any sign of her. Diagnosis was twisted ankle, may return. So far, Ike McBride has not returned.
Keyword in that must have been May. 3rd and 9 from the 37. Over the middle, finds his target. And that's the very dependable. And that's actually Harish Prasad there with the catch. Thought it was Heath McDaniel, but it was Prasad there. 1st down, Carolina.
Only a 2nd catch of the game for Prasad. And this is a nice route. We've seen this all day long. Corner post. testing Travis Arthur, and Arthur not able to come down and make the play on Prasad, delivering a big hit, but the damage is done. First down in the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 18, as you're going to see a 4-wide set out of the gun. Warren to his left. South drops back, looking for the out route, finds it, and that is going to be just short of the first down. Chase Earl with a gain of 9.
Chad, am I crazy in thinking that you could be just fine if you did not put the ball in the air for the remainder of this drive and continue to hand it off to Travis Warren, Hattori Hanzo, kick the field goal and go up 6 points in this game, which would play almost like a 15-point lead the way things have been going?
And there's Hanzo with the carry. He's going to get it up there down to the 2-yard line, and that's what they needed right there. Hattori Hanzo needs to start carrying the ball because right now Warren is just not working for him right now.
And now Hanzo has a couple of chances to punch this in, and Warren might get a shot here as well. But you look at Hanzo, and he did get tackled. He is making those defenders pay for it. Hanzo, a very capable runner, and now they will call upon him certainly once or twice, maybe 3 times.
Let's see what they do here. 1st and goal from the 2. Travis Warren up the middle. Warren gets into the end zone. Carolina extends their lead. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
And that is an absolute dagger. When you look at the way this game has been going so far, Carolina on the verge of a 10-point lead. And there it is, Warren getting a great block from Hattori Hanzo. And Hanzo doesn't care, just happy to see a touchdown on the board for his Skyhawks with an extra point on the way.
Pending this extra point, they're going to be up 10 here. As Malone Brown is going to come out here for the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So Carolina getting the 10-point lead here late in the 4th quarter as they are up 23-13. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com as Gabe Manning will receive that from his own goal line. He's going to take it past the 20, does a little spin move, gets out to the 25. And right now, Josh, if you're Tulsa, this drive, you've got to answer with a score.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they're in a situation where the clock is no longer their friend. They've got to get points. And this is a team that's only managed 1 touchdown in this game so far. 1 field goal in the second half. And 4 interceptions. Well, now you got to try for 5 because you've got to get the ball in the air.
Gun split formation here for the Desperados. High snap. Q looking over the middle. Tipped away. And, that's going to be intercepted. I think that was Lincoln Kingseed. And it was Lincoln Kingseed off the deflection. They were trying to go for their 5th wide receiver there, and it was incomplete.
Look at the bobble. How did he catch that?
Yeah,
it looked like Gabriel Manning might have had his hands on it, and the Kingseed ripped it out of his hands.
And that is a huge play there for the Skyhawks as they have an opportunity here to extend this even more because they are already in field goal range for Malone Brown. And they're going to come out in the gun. They might be aggressive here, Josh. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Yeah, I like this. Go for the kill shot.
South drops back, looking short over the middle. That was intended for Warren. It hit the turf before it got into the hands of the defender. Incomplete.
That was not a kill shot, but I'll tell you what, if you are starting your 3rd straight drive in plus territory and your 2nd straight drive in field goal range, and you have a 10-point lead with less than 8 to play, go ahead and take a shot at it. Travis Warren, though, must not have gotten the memo as that one fell in and out of his hands.
Bunch formation out of the single back for Carolina. South drops back, looking deep down the middle. That is caught inside the 5, down to the 3, and that is Vince DeSantis with the catch. 1st and goal.
DeSantis with his 2nd catch of the night, and it's an absolute gem as Matt South puts this on a rope. Great run, got the matchup against Miles Gibson. DeSantis is going to win that matchup 8, 9 times out of 10. And that pass is right on the money, and it's first and goal Carolina.
What a play call there by the offense for Carolina. I mean, just throwing it. I mean, that was a thread there from Matt South to hit DeSantis. That's going to be handled to Warren up the middle, and they are going to mark him just short of the end zone, and that's going to be second and goal.
Carolina's winning now, just with the time ticking off the clock now. Less than 7 minutes to play here in regulation. And Carolina about to go up 3 scores.
They've got a hold here, but let's see what they do. Hattori Hanzo is in the backfield. This could be interesting. There's a handoff to Warren, and he tries to get around.
Wow.
Does not work. Loses a couple yards, actually. And that is going to be third and goal from the 3.
And now things getting a little more interesting. With Tulsa with the opportunity to get a stop. A field goal would still make it a 13-point lead. And Tulsa would still have to go down the field twice.
Special shout out to Ray Colson there for the $7 super chat. 7 for 7. Go Carolina as she's cheering for a touchdown right here. Pump fake. Looking. That's going to be intercepted. Wow. There for the Desperados. That is Cameron Shaw, the 6th season veteran with a big pick.
Cameron Shaw going up and getting this. Knows the route. Knows what's coming. He manages to leap up and cut off the throw from Matt South. Maybe the only misstep we've seen from South so far in the second half. And Tulsa breathing again. That takes points off the board. I have no idea why Matt South is throwing that on third down.
I mean, they even had Hanzo in the backfield, and he just gifted them an opportunity here for the Desperados offense. Let's see what they do. Q, short drop, looking, and Shervan Prasad almost with his second pick of the night.
Enough of the nickel and dime stuff. You got to go deep. You've got to get a score right away. You got the horses to do it. You got Gabriel Manning. Corey Jones is a deep threat. Sanzo is a deep threat. Sanzo still has not had a catch in this game. And Douglas Brown not getting carries here. Only 10 carries on the game for Douglas Brown.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the game. Q drops back, looking for the screen pass to Brown. He finds his spin move there. Davidson Joseph on the tackle, and that's going to set up 3rd and 7.
Now Carolina knows what's coming. The pass rush is going to be in JQ's face. You need a deep drop and maybe some max protect, which you're not going to get because none of your running backs are in the game now.
Gun straight formation here for the Desperados. Q drops back, pressure getting to him. They're going to fire it to the outside. That is caught. That is Sanzo Robinson. What a way to make your first catch of the night, as that's going to be first down Tulsa.
And that's about as high leverage as it gets right there for Sanzo Robinson, a guy who's done so much in this league. 731 career catches, 20th on the all-time SFL leaderboard. None more important to his team than that one right there, at least in the time being.
Former running back Sanzo Robinson there with the catch, as that's going to bring him out to the 34. And you're right, Josh, none bigger than that one, I would bet. 1st and 10 from the 34. Q drops back, looking over the middle, and that is, oh man,
wow.
Danny Stinson had another opportunity and another dropped pick on his drive for the Carolina linebackers.
And JQ literally playing with fire at this point. Has a drop, pressure again, not a great throw. It's a wobbly ball, and Stinson gets to the spot, cutting off DJ Bandit. Can't quite bring it in, but it is an incomplete.
We saw this last week for Tulsa. They did, they were down late against Indianapolis. They come in and do this little dink and dunk offense instead of trying to go for a house call here. And let's see what they do. Maybe they'll change it up. 2nd and 10 from the 34. That's a handoff to Brown, and that's just going to be a gain of a couple. And that's going to set up 3rd and 8. And I got to tell you, Josh, I'm not sure about that play call right there.
Yeah, that play call cannot be in the playbook at this point. You got 5 minutes to play. You're down by 2 scores. Your ship for Douglas Brown has sailed. You're going to have to live with the 10 carries that you gave him. He's sitting at 11 right now after that one. But really, you cannot give him the ball and chew away time that you do not have.
3rd and 8, 4:43 to go, and the clock's still ticking. Q, short drop, looking. That is going to be intercepted there. Davidson Joseph with the pick, and I got to tell you, I think he threw it to the wrong receiver. He had somebody wide open underneath. He tries to go for the outside. Joseph makes him pay.
Yeah, I saw that too. Manning's going under there, but he had another receiver, Sansa Robinson, I think it was, who wound up making the tackle. And Joseph, another gift, his second pick of the night. And that all but ices the game for Carolina.
Yep, Davidson Joseph, 2 tackles, a pass deflection, and 2 big interceptions tonight. As that's going to be a handoff to Warren, and he's going to be stopped just short of the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
6 interceptions on the night for JQ, I think is going to be the takeaway here. In a game that Carolina was able to survive without Ike McBride for a majority of the game. Travis Warren, eloquent in relief, had a touchdown, but in reality was not able to sustain drives the way Ike McBride would have.
And Warren up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 6. And that's going to set up 3rd and 5. And you're absolutely right. I mean, coming into this game, if you would have told me that Carolina might have an opportunity to win this ball game without Ike McBride, I would have said you're crazy.
Well, McBride did just enough. I mean, she got some volume early in the game. 5 carries for 19 yards. Also, it's 2 receptions for 22 yards. And Carolina got on the scoreboard early with that Malone Brown field goal in the first quarter, dueling interceptions. And then Hattori Hanzo's touchdown early in the second quarter made it 10-7. And really, Carolina hasn't looked back since then.
And that is going to be tipped away. That was Cameron Shaw who made the pick in the end zone earlier with another great pass deflection to set up 4th and 5 as Grande is going to come out for the punt.
And this offense really has not been able to do much at all against this Tulsa defense. This Tulsa defense played very well in the second half. It just gave up that. You don't want to call it a big drive because it was just 38 yards. The field position just was not in their favor. They were defending short fields most of the third quarter. And then they finally got one. Carolina did, with Travis Warren punching one in at the end zone.
And look at the punt here. It's going to roll into the end zone just barely as they're going to get that out to the 20. Don't leave this broadcast, everybody, without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. You could be a broadcaster like me and Josh are. Check out the content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'ems, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net. Click on the Discord icon. The SFL community, 2,000 strong. We'll see you there. Q, deep drop, pocket collapse, looking deep over the middle. That is caught. And that looks like Sansa Robinson there on the catch, and they're going to go no huddle.
Great throw. More of that, please.
1st and 10 here from the 38. Q gets up to the line. Drops back, looking for the out route, finds Douglas Brown, and he looks like he stepped out of bounds there before that spin move. If he didn't step out of bounds, Josh, he would have had a nice little gain there.
Yeah, probably another first down. Probably would have had a chance to get out of bounds there later. But the time for nickel and diming is over. You need to throw the ball down the field.
Yep, 2nd and 7 here from the 41. That's what we were talking about earlier about last week. They just kept nickel and diming their way down. And it looks like things may not change. Press coverage here for the Skyhawks. 4 wide receiver set. Q drops back, looking. Douglas Brown on a screen pass. He's able to not break away from that tackle. And that's going to set up 3rd and 5, and they're going to go no huddle again.
And it looked like Christopher Cologne once again in JQ's face. JQ probably felt impulse to dump it off.
Q drops back, and he got hit as he throws, but makes the catch there. That is Corey Jones. Wow, what a play there by Q to stay positive.
Q took another hit there. Carolina is getting to him even in the hurry-up.
Q drops back, looking, and he's going to hit the screen pass again to Douglas Brown. Brown with a broken tackle and gets out to the 45. That may have been a penalty there, but it looks like it wasn't caught, as it might have been a face mask.
Got to get out of bounds in that spot.
Q drops back again, looking, finds short route again. They're going to be just short. That's going to be 3rd and inches. And they are going to hit the 2-minute warning here in Carolina as the Skyhawks are 2 minutes away from possibly winning their first ever playoff game, 23-13. We'll be back here on SFL on YouTube. And the Skyhawks crowd here getting noisy tonight. Chad Rowland, Josh Circle in the booth tonight. Ron Haynes, Ike McBride in the stats truck. Q, 3rd and inches, looking, finds Gabe Manning for first down. And importantly for Tulsa, Gabe steps out of bounds. It'll be 1:57 to go.
Yeah, don't touch that dial just yet. Tulsa, if they could score on this drive one way or another and convert on the onside kick, then certainly they have an inside chance, but that's a very tall order for a team that's only managed 1 touchdown so far in this game.
1st and 10, gun straight formation. From the 35. Q drops back, looking quick, fires to the tight end. That is DJ Bandit there with a gain of 7, and they're going to keep this play going. Gun straight formation once again. Q drops back, looking deep over the middle. That is caught. That is Bandit again. And he's been getting hot on this drive right now, as that's going to force Tulsa to use their first timeout.
Yeah, and I would try and go exclusively through the air here on this series at the goal line. DJ Bandit running nice, again, high middle of the field, testing the safeties. I know you got Douglas Brown, but you got to throw it here. You need every bit of this 1:42 that you could bring to your next drive. For the love of everything holy, put the ball in the air.
Yeah, if you're going to score, you need to score right now. 1st and goal from the 7. Q drops back, looking for the out route, finds Manning. He's able to turn it to the end zone, and that's a touchdown, Tulsa. This game is not over yet as he moves the crowd.
Gabriel Manning, the only player to find the end zone for Tulsa today, does it again against double coverage, slips inside the pylon, and Tulsa's hopes still alive here with 1:38 to play.
Gabriel Manning, his 10th catch of the night there for 93 yards. And that is going to bring out Brooke Beisel-Brown for the extra point to try to get this game within 3. And the kick is up, and it is good. And I got to tell you, I mean, this game right here, right now, with the way Tulsa's playing late in his 4th, reminds me a lot of last week's game against Indianapolis when they were able to come back from like 10 down to tie the ball game up almost.
Well, the recipe's in place. You just need one crucial ingredient here. Recover this onside kick.
And here we go. Let's see what they can do. Here's bubble wrap. And they got it. Tulsa got the ball. Tulsa got the ball back. And look, don't look now, but Tulsa's got a shot.
J Rock with the recovery. This is going to go off the Carolina helmet. That's Lincoln Kingseed's helmet. Hey, J Rock right there to scoop it up. Who came over from Canton last year, making a huge contribution, and Tulsa's not dead yet.
1st and 10 here from the 39. Gun straight formation for Tulsa. Q drops back, looking for the out route, finds his man, and he's going to get out of bounds with a gain of 4.
You need a field goal to tie. So you really need, do the math here for me, Chad. What, another 30 yards before you get downfield to get something realistic? Beisel's range, probably in the low 50s. Yep. So you've got to get down to at least the 37. I would think at the bare minimum.
Yeah, I would say you need to get, if you want to be really comfortable, you need to get to the 35. That would be my thinking.
Yes.
2nd and 6 here for Tulsa. Pressure getting to him. He's going to throw it to Lars Bazar. I believe that's the first catch of the night, maybe the second catch for Bazar, as that's going to be 3rd and 5. But they got to get a first down here.
First touch of the game for Lars Bazar.
3 wide receiver set. Q, short drop, looking over the middle. Gabe Manning with the catch. And that's going to be first down to the Carolina 39. Joseph tried to jump that route, wasn't there in time as it left Gabe Manning open.
I like this decision to not call timeout or not even to hurry up. You got plenty of time. You need maybe one. You don't even need a first down here. As we said, you get a few more yards, you're in a situation where you could call timeout and then kick the field goal for the tie.
1st and 10 from the 39. Q drops back. Pressure getting to him. He's going to fire. Oh, and that was almost intercepted. Monty Wyatt almost ended the game. And that gives Tulsa another shot.
Well, that certainly will keep the defense honest, but my goodness, JQ, you hate to see a quarterback with 6 interceptions on the game make a throw like that when you only need 4 yards for a field goal.
Tulsa last week coming up just short. They're trying not to do it again. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Q drops back, looking for the out route. That is wide open. That's a first down for Tulsa. They're in field goal range, and the clock is going to run.
I would let this thing tick all the way down.
And they might do that. Tulsa going for the screen pass. Douglas Brown wide open there, getting to the 20, and they're going to call their first timeout. Monty Wyatt there with the tackle. And what a nice little play call there by the offense, as nobody was on that side of the field.
Yeah, it just total backside play. No one there. Nobody in frame yet, even now with him 10 yards down the field, until Monty Wyatt finally comes up. And now look at this, Chad. You're in the red zone. You need a field goal to tie. But can you get 19 yards in 27 seconds with that before you give the ball away?
Let's see what they try to do. This is going to be interesting. Carolina pressing off. This is kind of a surprise move here from the defense.
Yes.
2nd and 2 from the 19. Q looking deep in the end zone. That is picked up. Davidson Joseph, his 3rd pick of the night, and he's going to try to take it down past 30, and Carolina just sealed the deal.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, my God.
You got a field goal. You got a chance to tie the game. But you're going for the kill shot. Davidson Joseph right there on Gabriel Manning. He's almost in triple coverage. Wow. Davidson Joseph, 3rd pick of the night. He had 2 already. You're going to throw to him again? Unbelievable.
Wow. Terrible. I just was giving props to the coaching staff of Tulsa, and then you totally redeem yourself in a negative way by doing that. Wow. Think about this, Josh. Carolina 0-4 lifetime. They have been in this league for 20 seasons, in all 20. In season 2, they lost 37-17 as they were the Wyverns. Season 4, 76-27 loss as the Honolulu Legends. They move over to Carolina after that. They lost 59-37 at Tallahassee. Then season 11, the last time they were in the playoffs at Queen City, losing 44-7. And they are 18 seconds away from not only their first playoff victory, but their first home playoff victory. And Carolina has got a lot to celebrate here as they will advance to the next round to take on the Arizona Scorpions. I mean, I don't even know what to say, man.
I'm at a total loss.
I'm at a loss.
First of all, congratulations to Tulsa on a great season. 7-5, getting into the playoffs. That's nothing to sneeze at. Those players and that team deserves congratulations. And let me be the first to say that you had a great season, Tulsa, and you played great. Until you got to this game. JQ, you just can't survive a game with 7 interceptions. Carolina managed to survive a game without their star running back for a majority of the time. And this team, they had everything in front of them ready to tie it. And I know that the frustration is palpable over there on the Tulsa side. But Carolina, give credit where it's due, did not have a touchdown until backup running back in the second half, until backup running back Travis Warren was able to punch one in. And Ike McBride finishing with less than 50 yards from scrimmage somehow watched her team succeed without her. Davidson Joseph, 3 interceptions. Marvelous game in general for the Carolina defense. And I think Davidson Joseph is getting my player of the game.
Oh, 100%. Davidson Joseph, in my mind, is the player of the game. You think about this. No touchdowns from Matt South tonight, as you alluded to before. 3 interceptions. 1 touchdown from Matori Hanso. Touchdowns from Travis Warren. I mean, you would think that the passing offense with Matt South would have been really good. It was just effective enough, but this defense is what won this game for Carolina tonight. As we talked about it already, 7 interceptions. You cannot throw 7 picks in a playoff game, because you know what's going to happen? You go home after those 7 picks. And unfortunately for the Central Division, they got 3 teams in the playoffs, and all 3 teams lost in the first round. So the Central Division not showing up very well tonight. But Carolina, congratulations to you guys. your first playoff victory in franchise history. Everybody's going nuts in the stadium. I'm sure their pizza is just going everywhere, and the fans will probably be rushing this field soon. But Josh, I got to tell you, I'm still shocked about this play call right here. As Luke, you can see it right there. I mean, Joseph, that was just, you're in field goal range. What are you doing?
It was right there. It was right in front of him. And look, I get it. You're on the road. You may not want to play for overtime, but my goodness, that was a missed opportunity.
And the player of the game is actually going to be Heath McDaniel Jr., who did have a great game. I mean, 8 catches for 120 yards tonight, no touchdowns. But like I said, I think that we have already discussed who our player of the game is, and that is Davidson Joseph. So for Ike McBride and Rod Haynes and Josh Zirkle, this is Chad Rowland saying good night, and we'll see you in the next round of the playoffs here in the Simulation Football League.